Hi everyone, welcome back to Zelda. So in this part I'm going to go and start working on the Zora egg quest. I'm going to empty these bottles out because I don't need these fish anymore. These are just like extra ones from before when I was filling up the fish tank inside the lakeside lab. I guess that is kind of what it is. It's more like an oceanside lab in this game, but actually before I do that I'm going to go up here and refill my magic. I mean, I shouldn't really need it that much, but I'm sure there are like refills along the way, but better to be safe. That'll do me, I won't need to get any more than that. Just gonna dolphin dive over it. It is the fastest way to move. That's the Zora in the water, as I've mentioned before, so... And I'm heading back to the Pirates Fortress. I'm gonna do that first, and the reason I'm doing that before Pinnacle Rock is because there's something that I need to get inside here that's gonna let me get an extra heart piece in Pinnacle Rock. So if this was like an any % run, you know, beat the game as fast as possible using any means necessary, then I probably would do Pinnacle Rock first, or at the very least it wouldn't make much of a difference which one I did. Okay, so like before, I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit just so I can get these. Oh god, it's really slow. I don't know what it is about this area, it just really is very slow even when fast forward, but I'm just waiting for these guys to get in front of me so that I can safely get in the water. And like I've mentioned before, it is possible to dolphin dive in between the boats and not get caught, but I don't trust myself enough to get that. So let's head in. I'm going to first of all go inside that tunnel in front of me. I have to go and open it with a Goron switch. Obviously I do already have the hook shot, so I could just go into the fortress if I wanted and go into that place through the back door that you normally come out of, but I tried that off screen earlier and there's a part that you get to where there's like a grate blocking your way and it doesn't open from the other side, so I have to do it from the front, unfortunately. But it's not really a big deal at all. Okay, excellent. Fortunately there's a massive gap between that last boat and when the first one comes around again, so I'm not really too worried. Let's see, I want the Goron mask and I guess just the hook shot. It's always good to have that. Not really sure if it will help in this place, because obviously you would do this place normally before having the hook shot. Well, I landed right on it and I took off the mask for no good reason. Just pound the switch. Alright, camera. Okay, so I'm safely underwater, I'm not at any risk of getting caught anymore, but those little, like, skeleton fish are still going to be a nuisance. Those are definitely some of the more annoying enemies in this game, because they come straight at you, and it's kind of hard to not, like, take damage from them, so you're always going to want to just kill them with your magic move there. Alright, so I found out recently, I mean not that recently, but relatively recently, you can actually break these by rolling into them. To roll underwater you have to hold Z, otherwise you'll just like surface when you press A. So there's a little bit of trivia. But the way I usually do it is just to swim into them. It's probably faster anyway like that. There's a chest back here, it's only got 20 rupees in it, so there's no need for me to actually bother with it. Just get through this place as quickly as I can. I do like this area. I think the Pirates Fortress is pretty well done in this game. It's a lot more interesting than the Gerudo Fortress was in Ocarina. So this is a room with a heart piece in it. Really easy to get. Just pop up here. Let's put this on, so I'm going to have to beat him anyway. Well, I don't think I have to beat him, but it's much safer if you're the Goron, because he's so fast. Oops. Oh, come on, please tell me I'm going to make it. Okay. Slightly concerned there. Let me just break open these pots. Get some arrows. Actually, I'm going to want to be Zora Link now. Yeah, I'm going to break this so that I can jump into the water after I fire my boomerangs at it. That's the gate right there that I mentioned earlier that won't open from the other side. Although, funnily enough, if you've already done this area and opened it and then come back from the other side, then it will be shut when you get to it, but as you approach it, it will open, so... Kinda weird like that. Just mashing the Z button, trying to keep the camera stuck there. Okay, so we're almost into the actual fortress itself. For this part here, if you just stay on top of the... like the water pillar, just get your boomerangs ready again. You don't actually have to activate it again, you can hit this switch right away. Just jump off. Saves a little bit of time, but yeah, that's it done. So now I can head up to the Pirate's Fortress the quote-unquote legit way. And I'm actually going to want, let me think, this and this. And we're about to see the reason why I have to do this before Pinnacle Rock, because obviously you do have to do both of them to get all the Zora eggs. There's 4 in here and 3 in Pinnacle Rock. The reason we have to get these ones first in this route is because I need to take a picture of the pirates, and it doesn't matter if they're unconscious, that's fine. It's going to take a little second to register, just an emulator bug like I mentioned before in the Deku Palace. That's fine, I'll keep that. By the way, they're only out for like a few seconds, so you need to be kinda quick here. Not to be caught. I should be safe now that I'm on the ladder at least. But yeah, I found out the hard way that they actually do respawn. Well, not respawn, like regain consciousness fairly quickly. So I'm heading back to the room where I triggered the cutscene to like get the beehive to fall on the pirates, which let me get the hook shot before. And unfortunately, if I do go further in, like quite far in, that cutscene where they all talk about the treasure is going to play again. But you can actually just barely hit the beehive with an arrow from back here. Okay, I'm not far in enough. I don't really know where it is. But yeah, there it is. It's kind of precise. Not that precise, but fairly. I'm still going to fast forward this bit. Yeah, it's barely making a difference, but this is actually fast forwarding. Probably just because I'm recording, it's making a little laggy. I think I mentioned this before, but in the original Japanese version, there's like no wall here. It's that leads straight into that room. So it's actually a lot easier to get to the hook room in the Japanese one, which is weird because a lot of things are like harder in the Japanese one. This is an example of something that's easier. There's that one pirate, whatever. Let's just jump down and get the egg in here. I'm gonna want my bottle and hook shot. So, if you've played this game before, you'll know that in the Pirate's Fortress you're supposed to, except for this egg right here, for the other 3 you're supposed to fight one of the pirates each time, and when you defeat her, you get into a room with a tank like this one, which has a Zora egg in it. I'm going to be skipping every single one of those fights, using, not really glitches, one of them is a glitch, the other ones are just kind of being clever about your movement. But it is possible to sort of get to like the back door for each one of them, rather than going through the front door. So like if I were to go onto that bridge over there, there would be a door at the end of it, and that would lead to the pirate fight. But I can skip that entirely just by lining up here, doing a side hop off, and just jumping in like that. So I'm now at the exit for this little area, which takes me straight to the tank. It's right up here. And I'm going to need a different bottle for this one. These tanks are like a nightmare. This one's not too bad because it only has that clam in it. But there's one later on, it's got like a million of those spiky fish in it. And that's just a hassle to get around. I'm not going to go in that door, that would just lead back to where the fight that I skipped was. Okay, so... Oh yeah, I can think of another like interesting difference between English and Japanese, but I'll cover that in a second. Okay, I'm gonna want to knock out this pirate just to be safe, because there should be one knocking about the bridge. Oh, I thought I wasn't close enough there. Okay, so the next room is over here. Let me just get over to be safe. Yeah, inside there leads to the next area with the pirate, and the exit for this one is all the way around there, and there's no real way to get up to it from that side, so what I'm going to have to do is bombchu hover over to it. In a speedrun, this is one that would typically just be done. You would just usually fight this pirate, because this one takes a little bit of time. Let me just activate ISG. I want to line it up, I want to get onto the corner, line it up so that the B button is like inside that part of the door, you see what I mean? Just turn the camera around so that I can actually see what I'm doing. It's still lined up, isn't it? Yeah. I'm really bad at this, I don't know why. Yeah, like this. So I'm just going to hover to the top of this area, and we'll find that it's actually not solid. So I'm going to avoid that tunnel just below me, because if I touch that, I'll hit a loading zone. And I can just make it in here like that. So it's not really that it's slower than fighting the pirate, because it's definitely faster, it's just that it wastes a lot of explosives. Yeah, this is a tank right here that sucks. Let's get these items out. So I'm going to kill all of these things just with my magic right now. But yeah, the thing that I mentioned that's kind of different in English and Japanese, you can't see it in this tank, but in some of the previous ones I've been to, there's like some fish swimming around in here, and when you try to grab the egg, like, it's really likely that he's going to grab the fish instead. And they changed that in English. I don't think you can grab the fish anymore in English, or if you can, it's like just a lot more difficult to do. Okay, so that's 3 out of the 4 ones that I can get in here. Let me just get set up for the next part. Let me just get this off actually, because I want to have my bow out so I can knock them out. I could obviously knock them out with the hook shot, but it's just more reliable with the bow, and you can do it from a greater distance as well. I probably didn't have to knock her out, but I don't really want to take any risks, so... The last of the eggs is over here. I'm going to get this chest just for no real reason whatsoever. I know what's in it. Like most small chests in Majora's Mask, it's just 20 rupees, but... yeah, every little is going to help when it comes to getting that 5,000 rupee heart piece from the bank, so... So this is the last one over here. This is the exit door for the last tank room. Normally you would go, like, over there. Not to that door, but to the one up there or whatever. But there is a way around this. Because in Majora's Mask, when you do like a backflip or a side hop, you can sort of manipulate Link's movement when he's in the air. Like if I do a full backflip, it's like that, but if I hold forward during it, it doesn't go nearly as far. So when he's falling down, you can actually make him move forward during it. So I'm going to try and do something like that. Basically what I did there, only a little bit further down. Yeah, like that, so I managed to grab this ledge. So I can just pop in and get this one. And this is the final egg from the Pirate's Fortress. After this I'm going to go and deposit a lot of them. Let me think. I'm going to want that, and I'll put my cursor at Great Bay. So yeah, there's the fish there. In Japanese there'd be a very real chance that I would grab that instead of the egg. Okay, so let's just head back to the lab now. Somebody mentioned in a previous video that you can skip this Song of Soaring cutscene. That's not actually true in the N64 version. Like, I'm pressing A and B right now, nothing's happening. In the 3DS version you can skip it, which is a feature that frankly should have been in this one, because it lets you skip like the Song of Double Time and Inverted Song of Time cutscene, so I don't know why it doesn't let you skip that one. It doesn't really make sense to me. Alright, let me just... gonna stock up a little bit before I go in there. That means that when I come out I can get another magic refill, and that'll put it up to max. Okay, so let's just head inside. You can skip climbing on these things here. If you, well, I've never been able to do it. I've done it once, like, I think you need to be on the higher bit, but if you just roll off of it, you can just, like, grab onto the top of this right away without having to climb up the ladder. I'll be fast forwarding this as well, because it takes forever for this egg to go in. Come on. Alright, let's get the mask off and just put the bottles on all the other buttons. Something that's kind of annoying about this is, like, if you press the next button right away, like I'm mashing C down right now, he just does this. There is a small delay, I think it's just a couple of frames, before it lets you actually put the next egg in. But yeah, that's everything for Pirate's Fortress, so I won't ever really have to go back there. And yeah, in the next video I'm going to take on Pinnacle Rock and get the rest of the Zora eggs. Let me just quickly get ready for that. I'm glad that there's a consistent bomb drop there, that's brilliant. I want that fairy just to get my hearts nice and full. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one for Pinnacle Rock.